Back for another video. Now today I'm doing a react video to a YouTube video, which it's obviously about using a mobile phone when driving. Anyway, let's get started.
What does the law deem to be illegal use of a handheld mobile phone?
The law is quite prescriptive about what's acceptable and what isn't. So if you have a handheld mobile phone, as in you're holding it in your hand and using it while you're driving, then that is an offence and you will be prosecuted.
Okay, now if the police can be bothered to prosecute a driver that uses their mobile phone when driving, then that is if the police get contacted on 999 or 112. Those are both the emergency numbers that we have in the UK.
Now, if you're
No, that's a big no-no, that is. They shouldn't really be using their mobile phone while driving or in traffic anyway. If somebody does see them using their mobile phone while in traffic, then you should phone the police on 999 or 112. They're both emergency numbers, they should both work.
the law actually is that activity as well, and that is
If the law is quite strict on what that activity is, then surely that people shouldn't really be using a mobile phone when driving full stop.
behind the wheel, stop in a safe place, turn your engine off, engage your handbrake, and
No, the only thing that you need to do is turn the engine off and then you can use your phone.
legislation also goes further and it talks about mobile communication devices and devices that are capable of sending and receiving data. So if, for example, in your car you had your iPad,
iPads cannot be used on phone cradles. I think you can get an iPad cradle off Amazon. But please let me know in the comments if you can get cradles for iPads.
attached air vents in your car on a crate.
No, you can't get ones for air vents, I don't think. Because I'm not sure if you can use car phone cradles for tablets. Please let me know in the comments if you can.
And you're interacting with that device, you are accessing it, sending information or messages while driving, then that is also an offence. And again,
All the mobile phone laws while driving is that if you use it stopped at a red light, that is illegal, and stopped at a traffic jam is also illegal as well, and using it while you're actually driving is also illegal.
you're also liable to be prosecuted if you were driving that way. Safest advice I can give people, and it's not the law, but it's the safest advice I can give people. The advice I'll give to my 17-year-old son when he starts driving in the next few weeks is when you get into the car, turn off your mobile phone, lock it in the glove box, lock it in the boot, or turn on airplane mode. And that way you can.
Your son should already know that, mate, because all it is that your son should know everything about road laws in the UK.
Absolutely guarantee you're not going to be distracted and all of your attention will be on driving, keeping you safe and other road users.
Okay, but you haven't said what the other road users are. I assume he means pedestrians, cyclists, motorbike, and bus drivers and taxi drivers.
In terms of having your phone in a cradle, that's what motorists no doubt do. That presumably is allowed under the letter of the law, but surely it can also be quite a distraction.
However, using a mobile phone while driving is a distraction for the passengers in that car as well. Obviously, other drivers can see what cars are doing, coming the opposite way down the road that whatever road they're driving on. So, if they do catch somebody coming the opposite way that is using their mobile phone when driving, then surely that is a distraction for the driver going that way and the driver that's coming the opposite way that is using their phone while driving, which is quite a distraction anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. The law doesn't prohibit the use of a mobile phone in a cradle. So, mobile phone in a cradle or a hands-free car device,
You don't know what hands-free car device is, mate. What I'm saying is that if you do know any hands-free car devices, then please do let me know in the comments. Now, however, you should really use Android Auto or Apple CarPlay in that circumstance. But for example, if you are driving down there and you see a car coming the opposite, that the driver is using their phone while driving, then it is a distraction for the driver going down the road that way. That's going straight down the road, and they're thinking, "Oh, surely he shouldn't be on his phone while driving." Yeah, that is right. They shouldn't be on their phone while driving.
Or Bluetooth device are permitted by law. What your viewers will need to be careful of if they are driving a car and they are not in proper control or they're distracted by the device, which could happen if a phone is in a cradle or if
It won't happen if a phone is in a cradle. They won't touch it if a phone is in a cradle because they can't use their phone while driving unless to make an emergency call. That's the only reason they can use a phone for.
if they're using the hands-free device, or indeed if they're eating behind the wheel.
Oh, that is completely unacceptable. That is, they can't really eat behind the wheel because it, they'll only be using their right hand on the steering wheel. But if it's the other way, then they'll be using their right hand to eat their food. Then surely that means that it is pretty illegal to eat behind the wheel or change a CD.
Or changing a CD, for example, then they commit a different offence, not being in proper control of that vehicle, and that's
Yes, that is right. Commit a different offence of using